Hi everybody, sorry about a delay. 2 days no videos. I finally got a new camera, Hero 12 Black GoPro. I bought it used from eBay for 300 bucks. So it took me some time to figure it out a little bit and play with it, and I still need to go out and get a better or faster SD card for it. But anyhow, I think we're back in business. I wanted to film my first video with this new camera. As you remember, 2 days ago we reported on the problems with the koi tails, lower lobes of their caudal fins being attacked by somebody. I still don't know who exactly. I started feeding every 2 days instead of every 4 days, and there have been no new damage, I'm happy to report, except maybe on this benigoi. I can see the rip in the same spot, lower lobe. Well, maybe there is some little bit of the new damage, but it's not as obvious. Anyhow, I've been pondering for a long time how to make it happen, or at least think about how to make it happen, how to protect the rubber liner in this 25,000 gallons from spiny and toothy fish, so that I could put the jumbos from the 4,500 gallon into this tank. I have looked at several options. The best would be something that I could just put inside without removing the fish. So like concreting the walls will not work, because I would have to empty the tank. Even though it'd be really nice to, I mean, it'd be one of the best ways to just put concrete on the walls. So I've decided probably, I looked at the universal rock, which is hugely expensive. To do this pond, it will be like $15,000 or $30,000 to cover it with universal rock. And they don't make one piece, it's going to be several pieces. I looked at other things like flexible rock or rubber rock, I forgot. But it's not as protective as universal rock, which is polyurethane or polymer mixture, they call it. They just don't want to tell you what it is, of course. So the best I have so far come up with is rubber liner, another rubber liner just laid on top of this one. It will not be waterproof, of course. There will be water between the two layers of the liner, and it'll make for a little may make for a little sloppy situation where I have to hold down the outer liner or the protective liner with rocks, especially the flat rocks on the slope right here on the bottom, which is sloping at about 45 degrees away from the bottom of the window, about 1.5 feet down to the bottom of the exhibit. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make some flat rocks or maybe sandbags, make them look not horrible if it's possible. Because just laying sandbags in there probably will look horrible. And the same thing on the other side, by the other wall, which is vertical or sometimes even has a negative slope. So anyhow, I mean, this is quite involved. but I can't find anything, cannot think of anything better than just that I can afford and do quickly without removing the fish, without pumping out the water. And also I'd like it to be impenetrable for the detritus, because I could put a layer of thicker kinds of polypropylene, weaved polypropylene fabric, water flow retention fabric that is sold for the underground use in various thicknesses, almost like a carpet. I could put it in there too, but number one, it floats. I think it's not, of course it's nearly not as heavy as a 45 mil EPDM rubber. And number two is it lets slowly, very slowly, but it lets water through, of course, and the detritus will accumulate between the protection and the main membrane, which is the only one holding water right now. So my goal is to protect the existing membrane from being punctured by spines on catfish, maybe on the perches. I will not put pacu in here or giant gourami, the ones that are the fish that purposefully chew rubber liner. That's no. Besides, pacu are incompatible with timid fish, such as, or completely oblivious fish, such as beluga sturgeon, for example. So pacu will not go here. They're screwed. Giant gourami probably anyway too small to go in here anyway with the jumbos. So that's not an option either. But at least I can put in there some of the guys, or most of the guys, from the jumbo tank, and then temporarily place the koi in the former jumbo tank until I finish at least this 1500 gallon tank right here, or the 10,000 in the back, or the 5,000 gallon koi exhibit that is planned. So this is jumbo 4,500 gallon, and except for the pacu, I think everybody could go in there. The only other exception is the sexy Distichottus sexfasciatum, just because he's a little smaller. Lucy is so chunky she can go in there, I think, fine. But sexy is a little slimmer, even though he's very tall, tall-bodied. When arapaima reach 6 feet or more, they will probably try to eat or bite sexy, which I don't want to happen. But everybody else can go in there. The paroons, the jow, the red tails, the hybrids. Lyrii can go there already because there is one lyrii in there right now. Lyrii don't have any spines. Indian shovelnose in the back can go in there. Alright, so I can empty this tank and put koi in here and other timid and friendly fish in here. So that's my thought and that's my plan. I may need to go with 2 layers of rubber liner. I don't know. I may be able to put the nigers in there too, but at one point the niger catfish and jow were in this tank together, and jow was aggressive and took a pectoral spine of Jillian, the 34-year-old niger coming down towards us. He just took it in his mouth and snapped it off. That's this one, the short, not the other one, the short one on the other side. It never grew back to the same length. So Jow can really hurt niger, and it happened in my experience. That was about, I don't want to, maybe 2015, 2016, so 8 or 9 years ago. Kuma, or the Piru Piraiba, could go in there too, because he's been presenting a lot of problems in this tank, a lot of headaches, a lot of fear, a lot of apprehension, a lot of vigilance, and thinking who he's going to attack next if I miss a day or 2 or 3 out of the feeding schedule. I'm not sure about the iridescent sharks. They're too timid, I would say. Everybody else is too shy or not aggressive enough to handle the jumbos, so they will have to stay. Unless maybe when the black ear reaches 3 feet, black ear iridescent shark catfish, he could go in there. Maybe again. It's a very nervous, very skittish fish. But so are the paroons. So anyhow, that's my thoughts. If you have any ideas, advices how to very cheaply and very conveniently protect the rubber liner in the 25,000 gallon, let me know. I'll surely consider all the thoughts based on the merit and ground. Oh no, yeah. Crud. The tail of the black and white koi has got the same damage, so that's very significant damage on his tail. Yep. I have not prevented it yet from happening, so I don't have much time to do that. What I was talking about, I need to move rather quickly. Just yesterday his tail was fine, and I fed him yesterday. So whoever's done it, I don't know why they do this. Yep, exactly the same damage to the lower caudal lobe. I'll probably have to take out at least the smaller giraffes out of here. And the 7 striped carp have to go. Maybe the mahseer too. Maybe also the clownfish. Even though nobody's touching them, but they're so thin. If I put a 3-foot barramundi in here, or a 3-foot Temensis peacock bass in here, they will try to go after this 2 foot or 2.5 foot knife fish. So yeah, this tank needs a serious reshuffle.